What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. In this video, we got to talk about the Kingdom Hearts movie yet again. The updates keep on coming, and I'm not, mad about that. I actually think that's quite good, and it's definitely not something I expected to make, 4 or 5 videos on, but here we are. Now, I'm showing my face this time because I think this is going to get a little heated. We've heard a lot of rumors, okay? And so far, relatively so good. You know, I definitely have my reservations about doing this, and it definitely seems like it's happening, right? We really followed the entirety of the rumor, starting as Disney Plus, sounds like show, right? Years ago. And, I mean, it was kind of pitched even before then, but a few years ago, Disney Plus show eventually transforms into a movie. And then, as we talked about that part, right, like a theatrical release, it was a animated movie. That's what the rumor was. It was an animated movie. Well, and that was from Daniel RPK. Same guy, still Daniel. We have today the rumor that it's going to actually be a mix-up of, like a hybrid, would actually be the correct term, hybrid of live action and animated. People are posting GIFs of Sonic. People are and you know what? The Sonic one is actually very, very good. But I gotta say something. I mean, I've seen people defend this, and I'm not saying you can't defend it, and I'm just going to say, right now I disagree. Sonic did work. Sonic worked, and I like Sonic generally, and I like the 2 movies. I think 2 maybe had a little bit too much human, in it, but I think those movies are actually really, really good. My daughter loved it. I loved it. I would actually say loved. I think they did a really good job, and they did a really good job in the way that they did meld both of live action and also animated. Kingdom Hearts, you do have, in the first game, you have Pirates of the Caribbean, and you can have, I don't know, is Sora real? Is Sora gonna be a real boy? And then it's then you have to have the animated Donald and Goofy, and see, to me, you kind of lose me. I don't know, I don't want to come too aggressive because I have seen an okay amount of people defend it, but, I gotta have my own opinion, and I gotta be able to defend myself, and that's what I'm here to do. I just don't think that I don't want to say I don't think it's going to work. I don't like the sound of it. I don't. When it was pitched and there was the rumor, maybe it's because I don't like change, okay? Alex over here does not like you switching things up on him like this. But when you tell me that it's going to be animated, and then the next day or 2 days later, you tell me, well, now it's going to be both. So now you're going to have your live action, you're going to have, real humans, and then you're also going to have freaking Mickey Mouse animated. I am not sold whatsoever that that's actually going to work. And now, to be honest with you, my entire mental state the last couple days has just been, I'll get excited, I'll get not excited, whatever. Ultimately, I'm not going to get too pumped until you tell me that Tetsuya Nomura has something to do with it, right? I mean, I've said that time and time again. I will triple, quadruple down on it. If he's not involved, I'm not involved, okay? It's not going to work. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if they can get him on, and I imagine that would already kind of be set in stone by now, all right, whatever, that's fine. But I don't know. I really don't trust the vision. You know what I mean? I guess it could work, but just having a live action, because you'd have to do the normal humans, right? You'd have to have Kairi, Riku, and Sora as kind of the main trio of at least kids, right? Then you'd have to have some of the adults and some of the I don't know. Is that gonna work? And then when you start to do Disney Worlds, which I imagine because it would be like a Disney kind of production, you would do Disney World, so, would you mess with... You can't do Pirates of the Caribbean. How could you possibly do Pirates of the Caribbean with what they've done with Johnny Depp and all that stuff? So, you know what I mean? How is that going to work? But specifically, in the first game, something that's really important is, Donald, Goofy, Sora, right? And... is that going to work? Is that going to be believable? Again, Sonic works. Sonic with the humans actually does work quite a bit. But I would say this, and maybe this is I'm trying to get what's in my head. I'm trying to express it. Sonic works, but Sonic is the name. The movie's called Sonic. Sonic is the main character, and Sonic is the one animated. And the humans kind of play that, backdrop thing, or kind of round out the cast, kind of help him out. In Kingdom Hearts, the main character, as we've talked about numerous times, and this also needs to happen, it needs to be Sora. Birth by Sleep is a great game. It's a great story, and it's a great character. Aqua is one of my favorites, but, you have to have Sora. And Tetsuya Nomura has talked about the importance of Sora before. There's no way you're making a Kingdom Hearts movie without him, right? So Sora is the main character, and he always has been the main character of Kingdom Hearts. So you're going to have him be live action. You're going to have him be an actual boy with a Keyblade, and he's going to be battling Heartless, which are going to be CG. Then you're going to have Donald and Goofy, which are going to be, and you're not going to dress them up as freaking, you know what I mean, costumes. They're going to be CG. So it's like, in that one, I just feel like most of the characters would be animated. And, you know what I mean? So for Sonic, it's maybe, I don't even know if it's 50-50. I think actually there's quite a few humans in Sonic 1 and 2. I almost feel, I haven't watched them in a while, but I feel like the Sonic and just his friends are more of the, I don't know, there's not as many of them to animate, right? Whereas this would probably be in reverse, and the more crucial characters would actually be live action. Just animate it. Just animate the whole thing, and maybe they, I don't know, like, there's clearly a time constraint. You could maybe argue like talent levels with some of these people, but I think to be fair to all people, right? One thing we can kind of tell with at least modern day Hollywood is a lot of these people are just not given the time to like get the work done. So when CG looks bad, do they maybe not have as many talented people as they did, say, 10, 15 years ago? It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. But again, to be fair to the newer group or whatever, they're also given, it seems, far less time. So, you know, again, why do I spend so much time on this? Maybe it's a logistics thing. Maybe they know that, hey, to make a 2-hour animated Kingdom Hearts movie, we just can't do that. Like, you need to have some real people built in to just ease up on the animators and all of the designers on that side. I get it, but I also almost think that's unacceptable. So, I don't know. I'm not going to lie and say, like, my excitement has grown. In fact, I'm going to tell the truth and say my excitement has not plummeted, but it's definitely gone down. Again, you need Nomura attached, and then I guess we'll talk again after that. But for now, yeah, I'm just not into it. I definitely want to hear from you guys, like whether it's the diehards that have been with me, you know, for several years, or the Kingdom Hearts diehards. Let me know, because I've seen some positivity, more positivity than I thought there would be for it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really prefer the whole thing to be animated. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.